Hey guys, it's me, EODGamerZ here. In this video, I'm actually going to be showing you live as we are going through the entire process how I managed to get really good gear like this one in this video as well. Tons of triple resistance lines for your belts, tons of like very desirable ones, max mana, charm slots, whatever else. You will see all of this taking fold in this video live. And this is like a follow-up section to our previous video where we actually taught you how you can save money by using the vendors. Now on the flip side, I want to teach you how to make some money in this video as well so that you can actually earn some money and profit to have more divine orbs for your overall account. The total investment size I'm doing here is 3 divine orbs. You don't have to have 3 divine orbs. The main reason why I'm getting divine orbs is because I'm going to the currency exchange and buying these tokens, these artifacts, which you can really get for free if you go into your maps in endgame once you complete the final story mode in Cruel, and then you can go into your expeditions and get these really for free. So just need some game time, you can get those tiers for free. I'm spending a lot of it on opening and like rolling in the shop with the artifacts, as well as towards the end of the video, I'm also going to show you I use half an exalted to half a divine orb to really like check the pieces that I think are good. If you guys are always not sure what is the nice pieces, what are the not nice pieces, what is there a lot of hope for, you're worried that you throw something that is actually good, I'm going to show you step by step my thought process as I go through the whole process. It's a bit of a lengthy video, but I hope you find it very exciting and informative on the many examples that we encounter along the way. It's 2.5 divine worth, so give me a like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more of such content where we sacrifice account for you as well. But jokes aside, let's get into it. Okay, so let's get into it. The step-by-step thought process. First, whenever you look at the ring, this is obviously useless. I'm just going to take it for gold over here. And let's start from a fresh piece. So when you refresh the start, you will always have certain amount of gear. And Tujen gives you very little stuff for, I don't know why, maybe it's his mood swing and stuff. The most important thing when you look at belts is you want to get something higher level. Because only once it's higher level, I do believe that's when the charm slot +1 unlocks. I generally look for things close to 60 and above. So for example, like this belt over here, it is a rare. So I'm just going to buy this to see what is the options. So when you buy, you enter this screen where you're allowed to craft. So over here, obviously, I don't really want any of these lines over here because they're all not very great. You have physical taunts, your max mana is only like T2, your max life is like T5, not super fantastic. The question is, do I want to reroll or do I want to keep it? For this case, this is a decent main stat. Flask gain 0.17 charges per second, and it's also a rare. It costs me only 2 shards, so I won't mind doing it. It's like less than half an Exile, so I'll just go ahead and upgrade. Change. Unfortunately, didn't get anything good as well. So for me, this item is like dead to me. I can skip one more just to see what's the next one. Reroll modifier values, which means it just changes the front. I won't care about this. I'll just take it and then I'll just like dump it. Don't be too hard on every artifact trying to make them super godlike. It's not really worth it. For this, I'm just gonna buy it because I need gold right now, so I'm just gonna buy that. And now I'll take this. This is something that I really like. 20% of flask recovery applied instantly. Close level 60 as well with a 32% cold resistance. I will check this and hopefully I can reroll the prefix as well. Some of you are asking, how do you check prefix and suffixes? This is a very important thing as well. What's the difference? You hold alternate to show you prefix and suffix, and I believe if you're playing on controller, is to hold your left analog or right analog, like press it down, if I'm not wrong. I don't play on controller myself, but that's what some comments on previous videos have mentioned. So what I'm looking for here is basically I'm trying to roll more suffixes with more resistances or a +1 slot, and sometimes you can get RNG of removing the prefix. So I'll go and buy this, and immediately you will come out a random one. I do like this one quite a lot, like add a modifier and make it rare, because it's basically a free roll and a free regal for me. Well, not really free, but you get what I mean. So I'll go ahead and upgrade it, and unfortunately it gave me like maximum taunts. It's still possible to rework because both of the lines that I do not want are in the prefix, and sometimes you get an RNG that allows you to reroll everything on the prefix. So I'll go ahead and skip this. Sadly, it's like reroll prefixes and reroll modifier values on suffixes. This just changes the number that 32% cold rest can increase or decrease. I want to just try my luck. So 32, let's see what's the worst that can happen. Go to 31, let's just do it. So it stayed the same, and now we get a free exalt over here at a suffix modifier. Not really free because you're still paying for it, like half an exalt worth. So go ahead and press. And now this thing is pretty much like dead to me already. I don't really need it. So I'll just take it, and normally you could keep it and then you like crunch it down in the reforging bench when you have 3 of the same type. But for this sake of this video, I want to show you like as much loss as possible, so it's still possible to like make money from this strategy. So I'll go ahead and sell, and then I'll check this other one as well, which has fire resistance. The logic is very similar. So I'll skip reroll modifier values of suffixes. I don't mind just taking this, paying 2 to see what's the next line. It came out like modifier make rare. I'll take it. It gave me charm charges again. So like this is kind of like dead to me. So I'll go to the next one now. We have maximum life, physical. All these are like not that great, to be honest. I don't really like them, and I don't really like accuracy rating ring. So I'll just check this one over here, which allows me to reroll modifier. So that's great. Add suffix, cold resistance 40%. This is amazing. This is like really nice already. At this point, armor is not a favorable stat, but neither is it really bad. I'll just take it because I want the option to skip if the next one was bad. This one looks like it has a little bit of potential, so I'll go and do it. 84 max life, that's considered a win, I think. And I'll make a Regal to get it to a rare. And this is now really exciting because now you have a 152 maximum mana, T11, and it allows me to add a suffix modifier. If this slaps on like a resistance, I think we are already on our way to making a lot of our money back. So upgrade, take, and unfortunately it gives me like 1.4 life regen per second in the suffix, which is not the best, but at this point I actually don't mind just checking the last 2 lines. It's too exalted, so I'll go ahead and check. This is where some of you might actually need to spend some of your money if you want to like check gear that looks like there's potential. So this one, not too great, not too bad. It's not really very good either. I won't spend the last exalt check because it unlocked the full suffix. You can only get resistances from the suffix. Notice this belt over here, triple resistance is all in the suffix line. And this one over here, charm slot, is also found in the suffix line. Because this one already has 3 lines open in the suffix, meaning that I will not unlock resistance or charm slot if I were to search for it in the prefix. So that is one thing that you guys need to know. I'll just leave it aside for now. Next, I'm going to go in and reroll everything. I just don't like the ones that I see left. Each time I press this reroll button, it's like almost 2 exalted orbs worth. But that just to keep your logic in check how much you're spending. This one looks quite nice, I think. This Stellar Amulet with 150 max mana with a nice 8 elemental resistances. A quick check that I like to do is 8 times 3 is like 24%. 24% is a pretty decent amount of rest, so I think it's not bad. So right now, reroll prefix modifiers. I don't want this, right? We want the max mana. Reroll suffix modifiers. This is also like really bad. At the same time, it might go for cold rest or it might go for like other stuff. This is a tricky one because it could ruin the piece altogether. But then again, I don't really want to spend more resources like 1 Regal and 3 Exalted to invest in this piece, which I'm not confident of. So I'll go ahead and actually take the gamble to see whether it hits like cold rest, fire rest, so that I can unlock more for a much cheaper price. So I pressed it, reroll, let's reroll again. Unfortunately, it didn't come out too good. I skipped. Now it allows me to reroll again, and is this the last reroll already? So this is pretty much like really bad. I'll just upgrade and take it. But as you can see, this is maybe it's decent. Maybe someone will use this in future, but I'll just keep it for now. But this is an example of something that didn't really turn out too good, and you are kind of like trapped by RNG based on the system. But don't need to like worry too much about it. I'll go on to the next one, and let's try to see the next whether there's anything else that is good. So there's pretty much like thought process of going through each and every single one. This one looks quite promising because it's already a 4-liner. Although it's full suffix is unlocked, I want to see what they have. Sometimes they have a reroll option for the suffix, and I like to take that. Prefix reroll, yeah, we can take that with 105 in max mana. If we can get a reroll and suffix, it will be nice. Remove all. I don't really like it so much because you might not get an option to unlock all in this slot. So I'll just take it and I'll sell it for that 1.9 gold. At least you get some gold back. We can do the same thing for this belt here. I don't like this as much because the main stat might not be the most enticing. I'll reroll this. 40% lightning resistance. Reroll prefix modifiers. I don't mind this as well. T2 charm effect duration. Not very, very valuable to me. Now it has 61 max life physical taunts. Don't need that. Reroll. Yeah, so now it's like kind of mid. And I'm spending a lot. Each time you press this button, you're spending a lot. So you also have to consider your losses as well. So I'll just ignore that. And yeah, spell increase, spell damage increase. I guess this can be interesting to check. No harm checking, right? Increase cast speed. Okay. So this one has potential, I guess, for some someone in future. So I'll just check it. See, reroll prefix. I do want the spell damage. That's why I wanted to check it in the first place. So I'll just hold this and then I'll just keep this. I don't consider this as a profit yet. So we are still finding a good piece. But let's keep going. We have a cold rest over here. All elemental resistance with cold rest. I love this kind of pieces. So reroll fire damage. I don't really care too much about this line. The more important part actually is for me to maintain the skip bar, because this skip is super strong. If they had like a reroll suffix or something, it's going to be really bad. So normally you want to actually hold, you don't mind like pressing skip and seeing what's next. But because I am quite invested in this piece, I think there's a lot of potential. I'll go ahead and take the reroll. And you see something like reroll suffix modifiers. This is the one that I wanted to skip. So I'll go ahead and skip this. And unfortunately, it's just like telling me reroll again the first line, which at this point is a big waste of money. So I'd rather just check this myself. I'll pick it up. And since at the same time, I'm also out of the currency, which we are going to get more of. When you have something like this that you half checked, it's very affordable to just go like a regal in to see what is the line next. Now you have increased mana regen. So I'm not going to get triple elemental resistances. And then it's up to you whether you want to continue checking this piece already. But this might be even better than a lot of what you guys are running. So this is a way that you can actually get a lot of resources. And don't forget, these artifact stuff are totally for free as well. So you don't have to like stress too much about it. I'm slightly short on gold. Let's try to hit the market at roughly, what is the quantity that I need? 50, is it 48? 7, like guessing numbers over here. 5. Okay, we'll just hit it whatever we can. It's roughly 1:5. So, or 1:6. In between 1:5 and 1:6. So I'm going to go here and see the rest. This is not too bad. It has 29% cold resistance. I do like the recovery immediately function as well. Sometimes it's nice to have that burst heal. So I'll go ahead and check it. Reroll prefix is a T5 mana. I don't mind just rerolling this. It came back maximum mana T6 this time, but I want to keep the suffix. And it's just telling me, so this is like half an exalted. Do you want to keep going back and forth on half an exalted? I don't really think so. I don't think I care too much about that. Increased armor, not that great, this one here. So I'll skip this, I'll go on to the next one. I always like to check Chaos Rest pieces. Chaos Rest are like super nice. So now I can push it up a bit more. We have reroll, increased rarity. I'm hoping to get like a suffix. I do want to check suffixes. There's no point for me to add an additional prefix over here because it won't unlock a resistance line. So I'm going to hit and skip this, add a suffix line. I have a chance of rolling resistances. If I can get a nice chaos rest, a high roll chaos rest, it'll be great. Or like maybe some lightning resistance for myself. I'm looking for that as well for my character. So unfortunately, you get strength. At this point, you pay half an exalted to check for the remaining lines. Oh, this is all actually already unlocked in the suffix. So I'm basically getting nothing out of this. So it's just unlocking a prefix. But it's half an exalted. I'll take it. And now it's like dead. This is like totally useless for me. Rarity increase. Gold ring. Upgrade. Max mana T6. Okay, there's hope. Not too much hope now. But I'll still check. It's like every time you unlock something, it's like a cheaper exalt. So I'll take this and we go on to the next one. As you can see, it's a lot of RNG, but once in a while you hit stuff like this with a decent amount of max mana, T10 and T6 lightning resistance. So now I'm checking. Reroll, no way, right? I'm not rerolling this. Add a modifier, make it rare. And oh, now this is the juicy part. So you get lightning resistance, you get cold rest. I skip reroll prefix, no way. So this is something that I really would want to check. Because if I can hit a nice, it's a T10, T6, T5 on lightning rest, cold rest. For those of you who don't like your TTT stuff, anything above 30, lightning rest, cold rest, fire rest is really very good. Anything that is above like 120 maximum mana is like generally good. So those are like numbers that I kind of like remember already after you craft for a while. So I'm going to check this. This is worth the investment because it could potentially pay off. If I get a triple resistant line with the max mana, this is like can be sold for a divine immediately. So I'll check it. And sadly, not everything ends in a fairy tale. Suffix, I get a increased charm charges gain. I'll probably like try to sell it off to see how much I can get. But this is already still a pretty decent piece and shows you the potential if you keep sticking to the strategy. So reroll here. Let's see what else we can get. And I do notice that I'm also running out of gold. So I want to buy more stuff to sell so I can keep this video going. and show you exactly the whole process. Let's see. This one here, let's check this. I don't really like it so much. It's always free to skip, so I don't mind just skipping to see what happens next. But it's giving me a suffix for like 1 exalted. No thank you. Cold rest here, I mean it's a free 34% cold rest that you're buying. You can check it out as well with some of that. I want to check suffixes, so I'll skip it. And yeah, I'll just take it and like sell it, I guess. Some of you might check it, but for me, I'm looking for pieces that I don't have to check as much as I can to save resources for myself. So this one, I'm just going to buy it and sell it because I need gold right now. Next. Max mana. None of them are too enticing. This one is a lot of life, but I really want to look for some stuff with resistances as it sells a lot better. Fast sales also do matter. What else do we have? Okay, I mean, this is helping us catch up on the goal. If you guys don't need the goal, then it doesn't really matter too much. At this point, I would probably just... Oops, did I sell the belt away? You can always buy it back if you go down here and like go to the down tabs. Maybe I'll just buy these. So that I can reforge them as well. So you have additional chance too. So I'll just take these rings. Later I can reforge them. But let's go on to the next one. Max mana, 9% rest. Very low. These are all quite low. Quite low. Yeah, this is kind of like a bad run so far. We still have like 45 refreshes, so I'm not too worried about it. Refresh. All nothing too fantastic. This one has a nice energy shield, spell damage, max mana, but it's all very low rolls. So I'm just going to go sell this just to get more gold for myself. And of course, as I'm crafting this, I don't just like try like profit from it. I do try to sell good gear that I have as cheaply as I can. So I have like a whole entire 6 tab, which you can see like these are all pretty decent gear. But if no one picks it up for 6 exalted, then is, I guess, not really my loss. I do want the gold a bit more. So when I get good gear, I try like sell them cheap and not like profit from it. So these gears are all like pretty not too bad, like triple rest, all going for like 6 rest. So let's just sell them for gold and I'll buy more of this currency. Over here, let's get another 20. Spend another 20 here for how much is that 100 and roughly 115? Yeah, roughly around there. Okay, back to Tujin. I wouldn't mind just taking this, checking. Because I can reforge these as well. Always like this. Reroll. This one, none of them excite me too much. Nothing too great, because lightning resistance, you already have a suffix of flask charges. And I don't really need the gold now, so I can just go ahead and not buy that actually. Lightning, fire resistance 60 is low. Every time I see a low roll, I don't really care too much about it. I don't really want to get it also. This one is pretty nice. You have fire resistance 34%, 22% fire resistance with good amounts of max mana, and you have a bit of rarity item found. T10 mana, T6 fire resistant on a fire resistant ring. If we can hit another resistance that's above 30, this one has a lot of good value as well. Reroll value of modifiers on suffixes. I only will get less mana. So I don't really want to take the risk because we're towards the high end. Or rather, it's on the bottom end. I'm already a high end of fire resistance, high end of rarity, so or middle of rarity. I don't really care about that. Add prefix. Lightning damage. Interesting. So now, can we get... Okay, last suffix here for 3. This is where the RNG comes in. If we get a nice T5 and above resistance, it's going to be a really solid ring. But sadly, not always, right? Life regen. So, I mean, this is still usable, I guess, for maybe a mid-account looking to cap out on fire rest. Not too valuable now because it didn't roll very well. But next, chaos rest. I always like chaos resistance. Cold resistance. So I have this one that I might test, and definitely this one. So let's make it a rare. 8 elemental resistances. This is really nice. 24%. If we can get another chaos rest in the subs, it's going to be really great. Rarity, cold damage. I think it's not bad. It's not the best, but do I want to re-roll this and like mess the ring up? Because keeping the skip is going to be quite important. You can't skip for 2, but I'll just take it. I'll just take a skip. Okay, remove the lowest modifier, so you can opt of annulment the T1 with a Omen of Withering. That's like a lot of money saved. So I'll go ahead and remove this, add a prefix. Now it's pretty nice because it's 24% cold damage increase, and I have 2 more suffix lines to check. So this is an example of something that I'll actually exalt. So if I exalt once, cold resistance, I think this is already okay. But for the sake of this video, I want to stick to that 2 divine budget, so I won't continue checking this. But in practice, this is something that I will fully check out because I still have 1 more suffix line, and it's on a pretty nice one which already has 24 elemental resistances across the board and additional 14% cold resistance with a good cold damage and rarity. So this one could be a very tasty ring already, making quite good money back as well. And let's check out this one here. So now we have no all exalteds to check, but in practice, of course, we are not sticking to this like strict 2 divine budget, and you will be able to check a lot more. Stun threshold, dead to me. I'm looking for near perfect gear here. Every time the moment it refreshes, I see the ring type, I already know like what I'm looking for. This one's probably like the best that I'll keep. So evasion is not, I mean, it's not the worst. And the suffix is still open. So I'm looking for something that adds suffixes. Prefix. Yeah, so sadly it didn't unlock any suffix. This will be a for next time kind of thing. So you have a lot of rings that have very, very good rolls. This one still has only 1 line of suffixes, so it could roll like double resistance. No harm checking it out when you're richer. You can always just keep it in your stash for next time. Oh, this is really nice. You have 1 slot immediately open for a charm slot. Sometimes you get this. Especially now, like people haven't gotten that charm slot a lot because of the new patch. So a lot of people are actually looking to buy these charm slot ones, especially if you can get a nice one like double resistance with a charm slot. People actually do pay good money for these kind of things. So I'll go ahead, upgrade it, and immediately we get a fire resistance. It's a little bit low. Some of you might actually be able to like use this straight away on your own gear as long as you have a little bit more. Remove the lowest level modifier. This is not really very great because you don't really want to remove fire resistances from this. But it is a low roll. For the sake of the video, I would do it. But if you are a newer player, you don't have gear that already has a charm slot, this is actually a really promising one. I'll just go ahead and do this because I already have stuff like this one, which is a much more higher one. So just for the sake of the video. And no way I'm removing this, I'm skipping this, add a suffix again. And now it at least gives me a higher lightning resistance. So this is a 2 check another day. As you can see, we have a lot of 2 checks already. But the fact that you can get good stuff for a very, very low price is really fantastic. This one has strength, which means I can't get a double or a charm slot. So I don't really care too much about checking that one. This has pretty high life, but the suffixes are fully maxed out with a very low roll and fire rest. So I don't really like that. This one, Chaos Rest, looks good. High roll and Chaos Rest, I'll probably check that. This one's good too. T8 maximum life and T5 fire rest. Well, this is also pretty good. All of them are decent and worth checking. Even this one is not the worst. So we're going to be busy on this page. Add a prefix, Thorns, reroll for sure. Thorns again, well done game. Remove the single's lower modifier level. Great. Why couldn't you remove Thorns? So as you can see over here, even though this is T6, right, max mana, physical Thorns is T5. Notice that the single modifier with the lowest modifier level is selecting the T6 one. From what we are aware, like what I heard so far in the community, is they take it based on what level can that stat appear on the belt. So physical Thorns is deemed to be of a higher modifier level considered compared to like maximum mana. That's why maximum mana is selected. If you were to use like Omen of Withering, which costs like 500 exalts, and you think that is physical Thorns that's going to be removed, you'll be really sad when your like T11 maximum mana is removed or something like that. So this is very, very useful, this crafting system. It helps you tell you exactly what it's going to remove, which I think is really very nice. So we're going to skip that for sure. Upgrade tick, we have gotten armor, which is not the best, but we have 2 suffix lines to unlock right now. So I'm just going to like hold it first. Next one. Reroll prefix, no way. We have a T8 life here. Upgrade, make it rare. Oh, this is T8 life, T11 mana with a fire resistance. Sadly, reroll modifier values of suffixes. I mean, we are at the lower end. I don't mind just taking this. Okay, we went up. So this is, again, another to check. So I can't complete a lot of this, but maybe towards the end of the video, I'll actually like spend to convert one divine into an exalted, and then I'll just like check all of them one shot. I'll think about it, or maybe a different video, since this is mainly for this situation here. Lightning Rest, reroll prefix is a low roll on max mana. I'll do it. And we get Thorns. Reroll again. We got armor. Reroll again. Yeah, you know what? This is like, I mean, this is worth checking, I guess. No, thanks. I don't mind checking this. Okay, it didn't give me anything. I'll just like, for another day, I guess. Double energy shield with a lot of life regen. Armor, a lot of armor. A lot of armor again. 53% rarity. Why is it so? Okay, so this is a T4 plus T5 rarity. That's really, really high. A 53% rarity on an all attribute line with good amounts of strength, good amounts of max mana. Like the more characters that you are aware of, I guess you will see value much quicker. But stuff like this, I will assume is quite good for a Gemling Legionnaire who can't afford like the super expensive unique one with 29 strength over here with good amounts of rarity and all attribute means that. So I'll just go like pick this up, especially when it doesn't really cost much to pick it up. Reroll prefix, I don't really want to do that. So I'll just go ahead and take this and keep it as well. So next one, we have, whenever you see like attributes, is usually in the suffixes already. So I know that if I see Dex and Intel, it's fully unlocked. So I'll just go ahead and buy this because I can crunch it down the machine later on. 12 all rest is not too bad, but I don't like the set. 39 lightning resistance, no harm checking. 2 suffixes unlocked, don't really like it too much. Next, we have evasion, crit, armor, all attributes and spell. And I realized like I only have like 2 left for this black scythe. I think I bought too much of this exotic coinage over here. So maybe I'll invest in a little bit more to continue. Maybe I'll bump it up to like 3 divines or something. This one's interesting. This is exactly what I needed for my account. Because we are re-rolling a lot, so a lot of the cost actually comes from the re-rolls. Okay, why don't we just like spend finish that. And I'm gonna want more of these coinage things. Can I get any more? 1060 for 15k. A bit more stash here. I need 15k. Oops. That was a pretty good one, but for the sake of videos, right? 15k here. And we'll pick this up. Oh, I need a little bit more. Okay, 530. I have to sell another divine. Pick this up, buy, make rare. I wrote Intel. Remove all suffixes, sadly, not very great. Cold rest, max mana, let's reroll. Lightning resistance. Fire rest, cold rest. This one looks clean. Add a prefix. T6 life. Nah. Oh, this is not too bad. Fire rest, lightning rest, stun threshold. This is decent. I might pick it up and see whether I can sell it because it's it's like 0.2 exalt. So you can probably like sell it off for like 1 exalt. And I don't have to like check it. Evasion rating chaos. I do need this. Oh, this is exactly what I'm looking for because currently like my stats here, I'm like lacking a bit of chaos rest. If I can take away this ring, it'd be really nice. So this one, it's like straight away upgrading my gear. Oops. So this is like super fantastic for me. Reroll modifier values of suffixes. So this is great. Like this is already considered an upgrade from in my perspective, because I can roll it later on to check my gear. At least if I move my ring here. Yeah, I'm getting the exact stat that I need, regardless of what the other two is. And I also get like some evasion. So that's like really nice. So this is a win for me. And you spend like, with a lot of things to check, of course, that you can eventually sell. So I think it's so far doing so well. Nope. And we reroll this. Oh, another one. We have, maybe this one I can actually get another Chaos Rest line. That'll be fantastic. Reroll prefix, I'll take it. Max mana. Reroll, I will take the RNG because it's like, it helps me reroll stuff for cheap. Which one was it? This one here. It gave me damage, max mana, lightning rest. This one's not too bad, actually. I have a lot of potential ones. A lot of ones with like lightning rest, chaos rest to check. So that's fantastic. A fire with lightning rest. With cast speed here. We'll do the rerolls check. This one actually I'll just like take it. Okay, and at this point I just decided to throw in another divine. It's currently going 1 into 71 right now, but I'll just use like 60 and I'll show you how I actually finish up the rest of them to get the exact one that I'm looking for and then make some money and use it to upgrade my gear. So Exalted over here, I'll just spend this. This is now like another divine investment from what we got so far. I do have some rolling extra, but I think it's better if I just show you the process of the stuff that I'm keeping and how I check. So this one open, intelligence is a suffix, so I know I'm not getting a triple rest anymore, which is unfortunate, but it's still fine. So I'll check. Now I know this one is like more or less dead because it's 2 attributes, 1 lightning rest. Evasion is nice, but I was hoping to get a chaos rest. We still have 2 more to check, so I'll check this, which has 1 suffix. This one has 2 suffixes, open, still available, so I'll check this one. With, now here's like, everything else was going to go into suffixes here. Mana, enemy kill, that's not too bad. And sadly, it's like not very, very good. It could have been a lot better, but it's an RNG chance. So now it opens into a lot of stats. So I'm getting rings with tons of stats. This one here, another suffix line, so I'll check this. Oh, and this is perfect. Like this is really, really solid already. So I have a 31 lightning rest, 8% elemental resistance with a cold rest, increasing cold damage and rarity of item found. And then I just open one more, I get accuracy rating, but you know what, it doesn't even matter at this point, it's like really solid. And you could even catalyst this with like either a cold resistance, like cold catalyst. You can go into Alva, for example, you see like catalyst section over here, so you can bump up the numbers even more. Where's their catalyst section? Essences? No. Not omens. They don't have a catalyst section, but it's the cold one. So it's right over here. You can increase and bump up your thing. If you're wondering how all of these like catalysts, emotions, and all your other stuff like essences, all these work, omens also, we have videos on the channel, so you can check it out if you're interested in more of that. But this is an example of a ring that I would really already keep. I think it's like super solid. Where's my ring? Where's that ring? The best ring. Yeah, this is probably a massive upgrade for me also. So I'll just press this. And straight away I have now like 70, 75, 75. Previously, the ring I was using wasn't even giving me like this much. I think I was like using this previously. Yeah, so it's like a straight upgrade for my character. So that is like really nice with 10% chaos rest. And I have a lot of buffer now. I can take away like cold and fire from these 2 slots and I can still get a lot of value. And I'm not losing out too much on rarity because this ring also has rarity. So it's like super solid. I think this is like going quite expensive as well. Like maybe a divine, maybe more. So it's already a really solid pickup for me. And I already consider it like a break even. But let's just continue. Let's move on and see what else we can get. So stuff like this, without like any more suffixes, is dead. These ones are like dead. Apologies for all the mess that this is all causing. Lack of space here. But I would actually dump a Riga onto this just to make it into a 3-liner. Looks quite nice with elemental damage, to be honest. But I will also clear some space, dump stuff that I don't really need, 3 of the same type into here, prismatic, get it identified. And it turns out another junk, but we cleared up some space. That's the more important part, I guess. 2 suffixes open, don't want to check that. 3 suffixes open, don't really care too much about these. We have this one, 2 suffixes open as well. 3 suffixes. This one is to crunch it down later. Oh, this one is the good one, right? 53% rarity increase. I don't mind checking this. 2 levels of minion skills. Interesting. And this is maxed out. So that one, perhaps we have to... This is something that I probably have to like search out the value. But 53 rarity on a 29 strength. It could be quite interesting. Evasion rating, chaos damage. This one has everything open still, so I'll check this. 22% cast speed, 23%, 8% cast speed. I'll just check the last line. Not the best in terms of the last line opening. This one, worth checking. It has 1 charm slot with lightning rest. Charm charges used. Is there a triple suffix? Yeah, then it's not very useful to continue checking. This is worth it still. Oh, nice. But Sally is a low roll, 10%. And cold. Oh, this is really good. This is like probably going for a good price. Maybe also 1 divine. The low roll on lightning resistance, I'm not exactly sure. But I'm sure with the max mana, life, and cold resistances, these are the top 4 are nice. The lightning resistance is the problem. So I'll just open the last one here. Increase life, flask life recovery rate, which is not too bad, I guess. So this is also pretty solid already. I'm just like estimating price. You guys can search it out if you want to go and find the prices. But I think with this ring over here that we gotten and this belt, more or less I think it's like worth it already. And we have lots of excess stuff that probably can be sold for some money as well. This one suffix, I'll check this belt for chaos rest. Now it's fire rest. And 1 more. Oh, this is beautiful, right? Fire, cold, and chaos rest. It's not the highest roll, but I have a lot of excess currently on fire and cold and lightning. So if I swap this, okay, I lose a lot. I get a lot of chaos, I lose some lightning. So this can be a nice balancer, and it's also worth a lot of money already, this triple rest. So it's like super easy to get triple rest with this strategy, as you can see. Just need to like check a bit, invest a little bit, and you're good to go. So what else am I checking? This tree, this one's like more or less done, to be honest. Lightning, cold, max mana. We started that. Cold resistance. Yeah, I think that's more or less it that I will check. The rest of them, I think, are for a future time. But we got this ring here, triple elemental resistance. We have this with triple resistances as well. And a few of the other ones which are really promising. This one also triple resistances and tons of other gear that we can either like sell or even use ourselves. And if you found this video helpful and insightful, do like, subscribe for more such future content. And thank you guys again so much for watching. See you in the next video.